Hi guys and girls, Gallifrey Forever 97 here. Welcome to today's Doctor Who action figure review, where I'll be reviewing the second TARDIS and Doctor set from this year's B&M 2019 range, the Fourth Doctor and TARDIS from Shada Collector Figure Set. This includes the Fourth Doctor from the story and other appearances with the brown jacket, and also the TARDIS from this story, which are some really unique paint applications and some retooling on the top, which do make these re-releases really pop out. But first of all, let's take a look at the packaging. Start with the front of the box, the Fourth Doctor and TARDIS displayed in the see-through display. Got Doctor Who logo top left, 5+ top right, telling us what the Collector series is part of in a circle at the top right as well. Nice 3D design of the TARDIS going down, the character options logo at the bottom right, telling us what the set's called, the limited edition gold sticker which is seen in all these sets, and a nice little thing saying exclusive Doctor and TARDIS set. On the left hand side, the kind of same information but with a new circle saying with open doors. You can still see the set in display case going around from the side. Right hand side, same information but with a nice promotional image which is seen on the back as well of the Fourth Doctor and TARDIS. Top of the packaging, same information but the character options website link. At the bottom we've got the technical information with copyright stuff, what the content of the set is, and also tells you how to open and close the front door with instructions, which if you had a few TARDISes like I have, I think you know how it works. On the back, same information, again with the promotional photo of the Fourth Doctor and TARDIS, but we've also got a description on the right hand side of the story Shada, telling us who it's written by, the kind of problems it had. So it was obviously featuring the 5 Doctors as a missing story, and obviously it was completed in 2017 with animation, and it also tells us about the synopsis of the story, which I guess is a good cross promotion to get the Shada Blu-ray. You can read it in full and pause the video now to read it. Bottom left, again it says exclusive Doctor and TARDIS set and all the copyright stuff in the bottom left hand side. So without further ado, let's materialise this set out of the packaging and take a look at the contents. Before taking a look at the figures, I just want to show you the back packaging, which has some really amazing details. So it's Professor Knotus's office from the university from the story, which kind of Victorian deco style room. You've got the doors on the right hand side, which has the Rassilon symbol as the doorknob. You've got loads of books on the bookshelf, which have got some really cool items kind of referencing to Doctor Who. So you've got the moment in the bottom left, a Voc robot head, a device from Blake 7 I believe, and the dematerialisation circuit seen in the 3 Doctors, with the carpet at the bottom. And as you can see here, the backdrop works excellently as a display piece for the figures if you wish to display the Fourth Doctor and TARDIS like this. So I'm going to be reviewing the Fourth Doctor figure later in the review, but first off let's take a look at the TARDIS from Shada. So the basis of this TARDIS, of course, we've seen actually quite recently the Fourth Doctor and TARDIS from Robot, where the Fourth Doctor is regenerated. So the exact same mould of that TARDIS, but with some slight tweaks. The paint applications have been used on the windows and to also make the TARDIS more worn and weary, as by that point in the show the prop was pretty beaten up. At the top as well we've got a new light bulb lamp which has been specifically tooled for this set, so that's nice to see. But I've given you a 360 view of this TARDIS from top to bottom, starting with the light bulb on the top. So you can see with the light bulb on the top, we've had this new circular kind of dome, which we've painted blue, this kind of white weathering. Now I've seen reviews which have had the weathering actually come off. Mine hasn't, so I'm quite lucky to have one which doesn't have it kind of started to peel off, which kind of gives that aged effect. You've got these silver plates going around that encases it, with the box-shaped mini platform going round, encasing it onto the flat top base, which has been painted the same colour as the rest of the TARDIS. It's sculpted in weathering, which has been highlighted with black paints mixed in with the blue. Look at the front of the box now. Got the police box cool start at the top, which got black background with the white text, which is like the traditional thing for the TARDIS. You got the windows, the top 3 windows being painted pink, and the bottom ones, the left and right hand side, have been painted this gold, which is kind of edged texture, and the middle one's been painted the same pink. On the left you've got the police telephone public call box sign, which can't open, there is no phone box in it. And going down, the same paint applications, which go all the way around, which are really weathered, and I really love the look of it. I don't know if it's a fault with mine, but as you can see the middle slat doesn't go fully down, it kind of has this little gap. So I've tried to kind of push it down, but it's obviously glued to the door, so I don't think it'll be happening anytime soon. And of course this is the new base, which is featured in the Caves of Anjani TARDIS set, which I think is much more accurate with these TARDISes which are being released. Just been painted black, with this kind of edged in weathering at the top, which goes all the way around. Go around the box now just to show you the kind of different stuff again. So kind of same paint applications on the left hand side. At the back you've kind of got the speaker and battery compartment. This isn't a light and sound effects TARDIS. It's just because the Forbidden Planet exclusives from back in the day did have that option, but it's too expensive to kind of re-change it now. So you've got this massive speaker on the back and the battery compartment with no sort of drill hole, which is a shame. And also again the same paint applications on the side. Showing you the button that used to trigger the lights and sound effects has been removed, and you've got the bolts and kind of product information as well on the bottom, which is nice as you don't want it on the actual TARDIS itself. On the doors is the same motion as the other TARDISes, so it opens up the right hand side first, and then you can open the back one, which just kind of clicks open. As you can see at the bottom, there's a little button which pushes this door back open. You do a procedure in reverse to close the left hand side door, and then pushing the button to close the right hand side door. I will do a comparison with the other two Fourth Doctor TARDISes, but the only difference is the base, which has kind of made this TARDIS a bit shorter, and obviously the light dome on the top. Apart from that, it's the exact same sculpt that has been previously used. So when this was announced, it's a bit kind of like another one.
You're joking. Not another one? Oh, for God's sake, I can't stand this.
But I think they have pulled off a third release of this TARDIS with the new dome and the paint applications, which really make this kind of unique TARDIS design from that Pacific era. But I think going forward, I prefer not to see another Fourth Doctor TARDIS release. I think we've had enough variants now. Give us some more 80s ones. On to the figure of this set, which is the Fourth Doctor from Shada. Another stories as well where he has a brown jacket, possibly. So he's obviously seen this sculpt before, but there is some slight differences. So I'll be comparing two other Fourth Doctor figures later on, which have kind of merged the two to create this version, which I think was a wanted one, to be honest, when they released those figures back in the day. But more about it later. So first of all, let's take a look at the articulation. So head can go side to side, probably do the 360, but you don't want to scratch the neck. The arm can do the full 360 round. 360 at the biceps, but just be careful because the scarf might restrict when you have that on. Back and forth at the joint, mine's quite stiff. The hands can do the full 360. The waist can do the full 360. Just about. Legs can go back and forth. There's no 360 bicep movement. There's up and down at the joint, and the feet have been sculpted to the trousers. Onto the detail now, starting with the head. And for a B&M set, it's a really surprisingly detailed. I think the paint applications for the face are really awesome. It's the same head sculpt used from the City of Death version, but the paint application with the lips and eyes are really tight, showing off Tom's real stern facial expression. Going to the side, you get a really great portfolio with the brown sideburns, and obviously the hair as well, which has been painted black with a white wash as well, mixed in to kind of show this is an aged Tom as he is approaching season 18, his final season where he is a bit older after being 7 years as the Doctor. Taking off the scarf to show the detail of the coat. Really great sculpt. Obviously you've seen this from the City of Death version. So this time it's been painted a kind of light brown. Also got the white collared t-shirt, which was seen with the Harry Sullivan figure. You've got the collar, the buttons, which have been painted a darker brown. Going round, you've got the black buttons on the backhand side, some pockets, and also more buttons and creases on the back. The trousers have been painted a grey colour, and obviously the boots have been painted this really light brown colour. Onto the scarf now, which is removable from the Fourth Doctor figure, which has this pre-sculpted mould, showing the kind of actual flexible scarf. That'd be really awesome. I can't really say if this is screen accurate or not to this specific scarf of the story. I'm not a Fourth Doctor scarf expert, but I think it's been really painted nicely. It's a kind of sombre scarf for the costume, which I really like. You've got the strands at the bottom, which have been painted as kind of white colour mixed with blues and reds. Finally, comparing the other Fourth Doctor figures from season 17 with this version from Shada, as parts are used from both. Primarily is based on the City of Death version, with of course major different paint applications with the scarf, and obviously having a brown jacket compared to sort of really dark green. But the trousers and shoes have been used from the Destiny of the Daleks version with the boots. And of course this version doesn't come with the sonic screwdriver. But I really do like this version, and comparing the head sculpts actually, I think the paint application and the face are better than the original City of Death version in my opinion. So my overall thoughts on the set, which gives us really unique variants of both the Fourth Doctor and TARDIS, based on re-releases of course from the past, which sound quite boring, but in all honesty the paint applications really bring these re-releases to life, which gives us a really distinct, unique TARDIS with the new dome, which I really appreciate the retooling on that, with a Fourth Doctor figure from that story, which was a kind of natural variant to come based on the previous sculpts we've seen from season 17 in the past. But I think, to be honest, now I think we've done enough with the Fourth Doctor and TARDIS stuff now. I think this is a really nice one to kind of leave it on, unless they do something really unique in a future release. But I think now it's time to more concentrate on the 80s TARDISes for future releases. But really pleased with this. I think it's going to really pop out on the shelf displayed with the other sets. So that concludes my B&M 2019 sets. There's 8 reviews I've done, crikey. Hope you enjoyed this review. Please comment, like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, links to that stuff in the description below. What are your thoughts on the Fourth Doctor and TARDIS from Shada? Have you got it yet? Do you like it? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll be doing an updated figure collection video soon to celebrate the milestone of this channel reaching 8k subscribers. Thank you everybody for subscribing. We'll see all the new B&M sets within the new figure collection. So if you're not yet, hit subscribe so don't miss that video and more. So as always, guys and girls, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!
Not another one?